Hey there, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our beautiful practice that is soon to take place. You may want to have a strap with you today, so if you don't have that right nearby, definitely grab it. We will start in a seated position, so settle yourself in Sukhasana, easy pose, with your non-habitual leg in front. And February really is like love month, that we've been doing a lot of stuff for opening the chest this month, but also a lot of stuff for diving into those lower three chakras and making sure that we feel balanced from the root up. Because of course, I know we all know by this point that if we've got some dysfunction or imbalance happening in the lower three chakras, our love is not going to be genuine or sincere or authentic, clearly, because we have yet to access those spaces for ourselves, right? We can only meet people as deeply as we've met ourselves. So this is a time to, yes, be aware of the opening in our heart space, but also to recognize where else do we need to clear out the clutter of the past? Where else do we need to sift through the dirt or the muck and find some clarity in our sacral chakra, find some smooth fluidity in our sacral chakra? And where in our solar plexus do we need to ignite our fire or add another few logs to the fire, whatever it may be? So that's what we'll be exploring through today, and we will be opening the heart. And with all of this as well, I'm not saying that, we're not sincerely loving other people if we're not completely balanced in the lower chakras. It's just that we may be thinking that we're loving deeper than we actually are, right? And this is often like the idea of like martyrdom. It's like when we over empathize, when we eventually start hurting ourselves to try to do something more for another. So as much as this is a time of recognizing love on the outside, it's also the time of recognizing the love we can have for ourselves on the inside. Simple reminder to put your own oxygen mask on first, because that's really what it's all about. So let's dive in. Hands are on the knees. Start to rotate your ribs around your hips. We've been working this a lot lately. So observe, perhaps your body is just that much more willing to receive this movement. I know I've been certainly doing this a lot between my online classes and classes out in public. We've been practicing all kinds of stuff like this. And my hips feel really smooth because it's also part of my practice that I'm not sharing with other people, right? So being aware of where the stuff has already started shifting for you. And notice like that level of where you meet yourself, right? How do we reflect on that? Well, we reflect by observing when the body, or more likely when the mind, is starting to chatter at us and tell us, okay, well, this is boring, or like, I'm not doing enough, or why are we doing this? This is stupid, or whatever the thing is, right? Like, those are our limitations within ourselves, and that's the way that you're speaking to yourself. So just notice how your thoughts are coming up, what type of languaging you are using to yourself. And also, as you start to uncover that, see if you can reframe it. I am here and now. I am taking care of myself. I matter. I am worthy. You can use whatever language is supportive for you. But notice what you notice when you do start to consciously shift your state of mind and how you talk to yourself, because that completely shifts your relationship with yourself and deepens your ability to love yourself. Let's reverse the next time the chest comes forward, reverse your circle, go the other way. And so as you come to meet yourself on these deeper levels and layers, you then open the door to see these aspects of others. And so you can effectively aim to hold space for others, but not in a contrived type of way. This is something that just happens naturally when you have gone deeply into yourself. And I'm sure we're all quite familiar with the process. So just know that each time you move through a barrier, you move through to shift your state of mind, shift the way you speak to yourself, you're shifting your vibration. And yes, quite literally, we resonate at a higher frequency when we are in a state of contentment, when we are in a state of presence, versus being in a state of stress or shame or guilt, very low on the vibrational scale here. But when we bring ourselves up and through, because we've met ourselves in our shame, in our fears, in our guilt, when we meet ourselves there, then we no longer dwell in that frequency, because we understand that it's something that we can shift. It's something that we can aim to view differently, and it brings us up, just like we're spiraling our energy up our spine here. It brings us up so that we can then resonate at the heart space, unobstructed. We don't have old guilt or shame trying to pull us back down, because we already know that it exists within us, and we've come to a place of acceptance of exactly who we are. Come all the way to stillness in exactly who you are here and now. Sit tall. Feel your navel anchor inward as you breathe out, and your sit bones anchor down. Stay nice and tall through the spine. Another full breath in. And out. Feel your navel draw in. Blink open your eyes as you start to sweep the hands forward just above the shoulders. Undo through your legs and lengthen the toes away from you. Navasana boat pose. Complete breath in. And on the breath out, we'll cross our legs with the comfortable leg in front. Hands on the knees. Exhale, round the spine back. Inhale, pull the chest forward. And back. And forward. And we'll keep a fairly moderate pace going forward and back. So no need to go super deep with how you're rounding back. Just get that little bit of action that is available within the space of the movement of your arms and your spine combined. Your head, well, it's just coming along for the ride. Warming up all the spaces around the waistline. Good. Okay. Pull the chest forward. And neutral spine. Knees pull in to reach toes forward. Fingers reach forward and up. Nice long stretch and reach here. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more in. And then let's breathe out to bend the knees, landing the soles of the feet on the mat. Sweep the arms out and back behind you, fingers point away from you. You can walk the hands in, make sure you feel strong. Slide the hips to the heels and then lift the hips up as you feel the chest and shoulders open up. Reverse table. Breathe in, breathe out. Anchor your index knuckles down, one more breath in. Navel draws in, hips slide gently forward, down and back. So you land back in your seat and just relax over the thighs, release the hands forward. Head relaxes. Full breath in. And complete breath out. Beautiful. Keep the knees bent and just have a look at your feet. Make sure the soles of the feet stay hip distance apart and that the big toes stay pushing down, okay? And then we'll lift up nice and tall. Just draw a breath in. On the breath out, bring your left forearm across your knees so your hand is onto your outer right knee. Now you'll need to be mindful that you don't do this with your legs. So that's why we have the feet down. So keep yourself in a solid foundation. You rotate the chest to the right now. Just bring your right hand behind your back. Plant it on the mat, continuously walk it over to the left as if you're aiming to reach for your left hip. And then make sure that your legs are still nice and solid. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, keep the navel drawing in, and now your right hand can float away from the mat and it can wrap around your outer left hip. Maybe you can even just draw the fingers toward the inner left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out, rotate your chest as you anchor your sit bones down. You can hold on to your leg with your your left hand. Rotate deeper, use your left arm to help you. It's pretty cool how it all works. And nice and easy, release. Come back to center. Let's just sweep the right arm across the legs. Hang on to your left knee. You already know your setup, so stay strong. Sit tall, breath in. Breathe out, just start rotating to the left and let the left hand come down to the mat behind you. And hang out here. Tap into the bit of resistance between your right hand and your left knee, like you're pushing them into each other, but you're then trying to pull your leg back to center. Now you rotate a little bit deeper. Maybe your left hand starts to walk even closer to your right glute. Again, not that it needs to touch, just think about that journey. But it might touch. You'll find out. If it gets there, maybe your left hand can slide up to the outer left hip. And if it gets there, it can maybe slide to the outer right thigh. So sorry, left hand to outer right hip, left hand to inner right thigh. Maybe. And we rotate. Use the resistance between left leg and right hand to help you rotate. You're anchoring your sit bones. And gently release, come back to center. Boat pose. Sweep the feet up. Grab behind the legs. Stay tall with your spine and straight through your arms. Complete breath in. Complete breath out. Good. Now slowly let your knees bend and slide your hands behind your knees. Pull your chest into your thighs. Complete breath in and out. Now cross your right ankle over your right, or over your left. That would be hard. Right ankle over the right. And let the knees bend. Heels don't touch the ground. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a hug here. See if you can do a few little kind of pulses with your heels. You don't have to kick yourself or anything, but just find your balance. And let the legs, oh my gosh, let the legs just swing. My tongue's getting twisted this morning. Okay, so keep your ankles crossed. And on your next breath in, you're going to unfurl arms to reach forward and legs reach forward into boat pose. Reach your toes. Oh la la, isn't that lovely? And then uncross. Hands come behind the legs wherever you can grab. Get tall with the chest, arms are long. And gently start to bend the knees. Walk your hands behind the legs. Left ankle crosses on right, or should I say left crosses on left. Pull the chest in, wrap your arms around. Find your space where you can chill out. You're just in a nice little balanced spot, and then let your heels just kind of swing. Just easy pumping action. This is, of course, really helpful in solidifying our balance that we find in our boat pose, right? Because it feels a little bit easier to let the weight settle in through the sit bones and find the back edge a bit more. And your belly's doing all kinds of work, but you don't have to think about it too much because you're trying to bounce your legs. All right, nice and easy, you know what we're gonna do. So as you breathe in, unfurl and reach. Beautiful. Uncross the legs. Stay strong in your legs, like you're reaching the toes away. Your fingers reach to the ceiling as the feet come down. Good. You're nice and tall in your Dandasana staff pose with fingers to ceiling, so Hasta Dandasana. Now your navel draws inward so that we can reach the fingers forward. So reach the hands to wherever you can go. Maybe you come to the legs, maybe you come to the feet. It does not really matter. Just find the space where you're actively drawing your chest to your toes. Your belly is in down toward your thighs. Your legs do not have to be straight. Just have your belly touch your thighs. Pull your chest forward, another breath in. Keep looking forward on this variation. On the breath out, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Imagine shoulder blades sliding down the back a little bit. And nice and easy, release to sit all the way up. So you're in your Dandasana staff pose. Stay here. Use whatever support you need to make sure that your pelvis stays neutral. We've been working on this a lot, so I know you've already got your stuff set up proper. Fingers sweep forward and up to the ceiling, breath in. Breath out, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the outer right leg. Right fingers just reach behind for the wall. You use your left hand on your outer right leg to help you twist. Pretty cool, right? Inhale, come back to center, hands up. Exhale, twist to the left. So right hand comes to the outer left leg. Help yourself rotate. Yes. Stay here. Keep anchoring the sit bones down to twist and revolve. Inhale, center. Over to the right, exhale. Now check your feet first before we twist on this one. Make sure your legs aren't sliding forward and back. Everything is super still and solid in your foundation. Rotate as you exhale. You got it. Draw the belly in a little more. Rotate a bit deeper. Stay in the rotation. Right hand can come down toward the left glute, or right hand can wrap around the left outer hip. Looking over the right shoulder. Nice and easy. Release, fingers forward and up. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand to the outer left leg, and we rotate. Double check your legs again, make sure they're not sliding. You're nice and solid, rotate a little more. Left hand could come down toward the right glute onto the ground. Maybe left hand wraps around the outer right hip. We look over the left shoulder, press the right hand into left leg, and release to come back to center. Sweep fingers up. Hands sweep out and back with the fingers pointing back, so thumbs are out. Chest is up nice and bright. Draw the belly in, you're pressing into your palms, so you can even slide your weight back a little bit, but you're pressing into the palms, press into the heels, hips lift, toes reach forward and down, reverse plank. Big stretch through the shoulders and the chest. And toes face the ceiling. Hips lower down, fingers sweep forward and up. And draw the belly in to fold forward again. Exhale, reach, reach, reach through the hands and find your fold. This time you could, on the inhale, draw the spine a little longer as you look at your toes. And on the exhale, look down to your shins. Draw the crown of your head to your toes. Feel resistance between your hands and wherever they are on your body. You could always put the hands on the mat behind you as well. Remember that variation. It's very helpful, especially if low back and hamstrings are really tight. And nice and easy. Release, sit all the way up. Slide the knees in so heels are on the mat. Reach your right hand forward for the outer left foot. Arm is in front of the ankle. Now reach your left hand for the outer right foot. Okay, so we stay just like this. Walk your heels in toward you. Beautiful. So as they come in toward you, you'll then find your balance on your sacral bone. Okay, we got it. We've been practicing staying here, so you could stay in this space. This is all new stuff for the brain, so be kind to yourself. If available, start to lengthen your legs, but you could keep them bent. You find your edge of length. If your knees are bent, you can still start to look underneath your left arm. If your legs are straight, start to look under your left arm as your right toes pull back and your left toes edge forward. Revolved boat. Breathe in, breathe out. And nice and easy, come back to center, be kind to yourself. Let the knees bend. If you can, keep hovering, go for it, but otherwise take a break. Heels can come down. And just cross opposite arms. So your left arm is on bottom, right arm's on top. Right hand grabs outer left foot, left hand grabs outer right foot. Once we've got our sweet balance, we start to find length in the legs. Now remember, stop wherever you need. Maybe you can pull your chest forward a bit and realign the spine. I noticed my upper back rounding a bit more. Now you could slowly start to look under your right arm. If your legs are straight, your left leg's gonna end up pulling back a little bit, but it's not really something you think about. It just more kind of happens. But of course, we do want to pay attention to where we're integrating here. So one more breath in and out. And slowly we unwind, come back to center, let your knees bend, release the feet, cross at the ankles, come forward into table and downward dog. Knees and hips lift up and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Press into your palms so you can feel the relaxation happen through the upper back. Let's look forward to the hands and look back to the feet. You could walk your feet in a little closer toward you to make your down dog easier, and bring your feet about as wide as the yoga mat. We'll bring our right hand across to our left leg, wherever you can, maybe even the heel. And you look under your left armpit, slide your weight a little bit to your right, and feel your right hip lift up just the tiniest bit. And nice and easy. Release, right hand comes back to the mat, left hand reaches over for the right leg wherever you can, maybe the heel, but maybe not. Look under your right armpit, slide your weight a little bit to the left so you can feel your left hip balance out with your right. You're nice and strong. And let's release. Left hand comes down. Lower both knees down. Big toes touch, knees are wide. Child's pose with arms extended forward. Forehead to the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. So lots of lovely awareness and opportunity to get rid of the gunk in the lower chakras, and also to ignite some awareness there. Igniting awareness into our root, into our earth element, into our fluidity with our water element, and all of that core fire. Let's inhale nice and easy to come up table. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Look forward and walk the feet up to the hands. Find your flat back, gaze forward. Stand up, breath out. Tall spine, breathe in, circle your arms. Hands to the heart, breath out. Circle the arms, breath in. And to the heart, breath out. One more time, circle around and up. And let's fold forward, breathe out, hands come forward and down, find your flat back, breath in. Right foot steps back, knee lowers down, Anjaneyasana, fingers sweep up and back. Sink the hips, and hands come forward and down. Step back, plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg sweeps up, breath in. Lunge it forward, breath out. Left knee down, Anjaneyasana over here. Hands forward and down. Left toes tuck, knee floats, step forward. Flat back, breath in. Breath out, left foot steps back again. Left knee lowers down, Anjaneyasana. Sink the hips. Hands forward and down. Step to plank. Knees down, chest and chin. Cobra. Press up, downward dog. Left foot floats up, breath in. Lunge forward, breath out. Right knee lowers, Anjaneyasana over here. And forward and down with the hands. Step forward with the right foot. Flat back. And fold. Grab onto opposite elbows for a moment here. Let the elbows pull down to the earth. Press your big toes down. Lift your hips up as you anchor The big toes down, the inner line of the legs activate. And flat back pose, breath in. Breath out, right foot steps back, knee lowers down, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands forward and down, step to plank. Hold in your plank, lower the heels to the right, Vashisthasana, left hand reaches up. And we'll come back to plank, lower chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, you choose, up dog or cobra, down dog. Right foot sweeps to the ceiling, breath in, lunge forward, breathe out, left knee down, Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down, step forward. Notice how the hips are opening up already, flat back, breath in. Left foot steps back, breath out, knee lowers, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands forward and down, step to plank. Heels drop left, right fingers up, Vashisthasana. Back to plank, Vinyasa. Left leg floats, breath in. Lunge forward, breath out. Right knee lands, Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down. Step forward. Flat back, breath in. Breath out, we fold. This time grab the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, reach the knuckles away from you. But bring the base of the palms together first if you haven't already. Elbows draw together, then knuckles reach away. Feel your arms pull your chest open and away from the floor. Notice how that creates space for your neck to get longer. Reach the knuckles to the ceiling. And then maybe reach the knuckles to the front of the room. You could let the hands open away from each other a bit. And slowly hands come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, right foot steps back, knee lowers down, Anjaneyasana. Sweep it up and back. Big stretch and reach. Hands forward and down. Find your plank. Find your side plank. Right side, left hand reaches up. Left foot steps behind. Find your wild thing. Good. Left foot lunges forward. Right knee lowers. Anjaneyasana over here. Nice big stretch and reach. Good. Hands down. Come back to plank. Chaturanga. Find your flow. Up dog. Down dog. Right leg floats up, breath in. Lunge it forward, breath out. Anjaneyasana here, sweep your fingers up. Hands forward and down. Step forward. Flat back, breath in. Breath out, left foot steps back again, knee lowers. Anjaneyasana, reach it up and back. Enjoy all the space you have in your body. Hands forward and down. Plank. Side plank to the left, right hand up. You got it. Right foot steps behind, wild thing, lift the hips. Fabulous. Right foot steps forward, lunge. Left knee lowers, Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down. Plank, vinyasa. Left foot floats to ceiling. Left foot lunges forward. Right knee down. Sweep it up with the fingers. Low lunge. And forward and down with the hands. Exhale, step forward. Flat back, breath in. Exhale, stand up. Circle the arms, breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. Pause here. You made it through that. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice your breath. Maybe you're working your Ujjayi breath. Maybe you're allowing the breath to be just natural. See how it's working for you today. Check in with your heart rate. Beautiful. Circle the arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back. Inhale, crescent pose. Sweep the fingers up. Warrior two, exhale. Fabulous. Exalt the warrior, inhale. Side angle pose, exhale. This is where you might want to pick up your strap along the way into your right hand. And you might want to just hang on to it with you for a sec. Breath in. Breath out. Bring your right hand down to the mat so your strap can still be in your right hand. You'll want it in a sec. Left fingers reach to the ceiling. Keep your left hip behind your left knee. Left hand comes down inside left foot. You may want to walk your back leg in, just a little hint here. Now, right fingers to the ceiling with your strap if you're using it. Right elbow bends to bring the hand behind your back. Aha. Left hand underneath left leg, we're in a bind. Beautiful. Now open your chest. Now press into your left foot and straighten your left leg. Bound triangle. Open your chest. Give yourself enough space to peel your right shoulder back. Yes. Now bend back into your left knee. Good. Now look to the top of your mat. Lift your right heel and step forward. Place your weight into your right foot, lift your left heel off the ground. Press into your right foot so you can come up to stand with your left leg in the bind with your arms. Maybe left toes reach away from you in your bird of paradise. Breathe in, breathe out. Wherever you're at is fabulous. Take your time, let the left leg bend, and slowly bring it all the way back down with the left foot. Undo through your hands here, and let the hands sweep forward. Flat back pose, breath in. Breath out, vinyasa. Plant the palms, hop or walk back, do your flow. Breath in and out here. Look forward, bend the knees, hop or walk to the hands. Flat back, breath in. Breath out, let's step the left foot back. Inhale, crescent. Fingers sweep up. Exhale, warrior two. Left heel lands down, open the arms. Inhale, exalt. Right fingers reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow onto the right leg, left hand reaches up and over. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left hand comes down to the mat. Good time to grab your strap. Make sure the left foot is nice and solid, maybe even walk it a bit closer in toward you. Right hip stays behind the right knee, right fingers reach to the ceiling. Big spinal extension here. Excellent. All right, right hand comes down inside right foot. Left fingers reach to ceiling, maybe hanging onto your strap. Left hand comes behind the back. Right arm scoops underneath right leg to find the strap or the left hand. Open your chest. Press into your right foot to lengthen the right leg in a bound triangle. Really work that open heart. Left shoulder to stack on the right. Bend back into the right knee as you gaze forward. Lift your back heel. Step forward. Place the weight into your left foot as your right heel floats. Then continue to push into your left foot to pick up your right leg. Upper body comes up to stand. We then practice lengthening the right leg away, or right toes away, as we maybe find a bit of rotation with the chest to the left. Left foot presses down. We stay long and strong as best as we can. And then take your time. Let the right knee bend. Mindfully bring your right foot back down. Slowly release the grip of your hands. Set your strap aside. Flat back pose, breath in. Breath out, vinyasa, do your flow. Plant your palms, hop or walk back. You know what you're doing. Pause in your downward dog. Breath in and out here. Press into your index fingers, find all kinds of length through your spine. And nice and easy, lower your knees down. Find child's pose, maybe let the hands drag toward the heels. Complete breath in and out here. Full breath in. And complete breath out. Shifting forward to your table pose. Moving into headstand. Crown of the head comes down. We'll work our tripod. Palms are down. Make sure you have 90 degrees with your arms. So please check yourself out. Slide, so your hands should basically be just outside your knees, but they should not be closer to you. Tuck your toes, feel spaciousness around your neck. Maybe the knees float, and maybe you find your press up into headstand. Maybe not. You can always practice resting one knee and then the other on your triceps. Breathe in and out. Slowly start to bring yourself down, nice and easy. Eventually, the knees come down and we come back to child's pose. Arms could reach forward or back. Maybe rock your head side to side. And come back to stillness. Bring yourself up to table. Just for a moment, we want to grab our blanket and we'll do our blanket burrito. So grab your blanket, do a nice little roll, and then we'll lay down on the belly. So we want the blanket to be across the lower part of the abdomen. So you can start with your hips and then just gradually inch the blanket up to the space between hips and navel. Of course, this is best when the stomach is mostly empty. Once you find your sweet spot, just settle down and relax your head. Rest on your right cheek. And remember, the blanket burrito, it doesn't need to feel like anything, right? Other than just a bit of extra comfort and support. Rest on your left cheek. Perhaps draw the breath in a little bit deeper as you expand the lower back. And nice and easy. Let's just come to center in a Sphinx pose. So draw your elbows underneath your shoulders. Let the legs flatten out long behind you, untuck your toes. Draw your elbows toward you to feel that sense of traction through the spine. Let's gaze forward on a breath in. And the breath out, look over your right shoulder, find your right heel. Inhale, center and up. Left side, exhale. Center, inhale. Right knee bends, look over the right shoulder, exhale. You know the drill by now. Lengthen leg, inhale forward. Left side, breathe out, bend the knee. Lengthen leg, inhale forward and up. Bend both knees, look to the right. Straighten both legs, look forward. Both legs bend, look left. Now we'll keep doing that pattern a few more rounds. Forward, lengthen legs, bend legs right. Good, lengthen. Look left. Lengthen. Look right. Lengthen. And look left. Good. Lengthen. And pause. Let your legs soften. Float your hips up just enough to remove your blanket. Slide your right arm away from you. Your left hand helps you roll onto your back. Knees are bent, feet on the mat. Shoulder blades flat. Inch your hips away from your armpits and really feel the length that you've already created in your lower back. And notice how refreshed your body feels already. Notice that sense of vibrant energy moving throughout your body. Knees draw to the chest, just so your hands can come onto your kneecaps, so your arms are straight, and draw circles with the knees. Whatever direction you start is great. Just nice little circles that can graduate to get to be bigger circles, if that suits you today. We're looking for smooth action here. Notice your inhales and exhales. Hopefully you've got some naturally deeper breaths starting to flow through now as we are shifted into that rest digest stage. But we do have a vibrant sense of refreshed energy underneath it all. So you may feel like nice and limber, but you're not tired, hopefully. Let's reverse. Circle the other way. And as you continue to circle here, just close your eyes and scan your body, noticing all of the clear pathways that the prana, the chi, has to move through in your body. We've effectively cleared through the pathways of the meridians. We've been clearing the pathways of the nadis. And come all the way to stillness. Bring the knees in and push them away. So just rocking forward and back. Bringing a little bit more calm into the body. Beautiful. Lengthen your arms as you try to pull your knees out of your hands, but you keep hanging on. Find the resistance, and then just let the feet touch the floor as you let go. Yes. Let that beautiful reverberation of chi ripple up the body and through. And then lengthen your legs down one at a time. Arms relax down by the sides. Close down through the eyes. Breathe in and out of your nose. Continue to scan through your body. Notice all the spaciousness you have. Notice how solid and rooted you feel through your hips. Notice the fluid motion of your belly as the breath moves in and out. And notice the force, the power, the fire in your solar plexus as you breathe. Notice your storehouse of energy. Everything balanced in your lower three chakras. Notice the sense of expansiveness across the heart. A sense of freedom through the heart chakra, paired with the sense of knowing thyself. We connect with the trees because they are part of us. We connect with the waters because they are part of us. We connect with fire because it is something dear to our hearts. And we connect with the air as it nourishes us. Recognizing that sense of connection for everything that surrounds you and everything that's within you. Draw a full breath in. Let's enjoy a lovely long stretch and reach through the body. And the breath out, we drag the heels along the ground to bend the knees, pull them into the chest, give yourself a lovely hug, rock side to side. Roll over to whatever side you want and press up into a seat. Sukhasana, easy pose. Notice how you feel. And just rest the hands wherever feels comfortable for you. Observing the fullness of being here now. Complete breath all the way in. And just let it go. And thank you for our practice today. Namaste. Oh la la. Well, I hope you feel awesome and nice and stretched out in the heart, but connected and rooted in that lower triangle of chakras. So of course, let me know how it went for you in the comments, and we shall see you again soon. Much love, everyone. Bye.